Hello, gardening friends. The time has finally come for me to transplant my onions. So let me show you where they're going and what I'm going to be using to get these onions planted because it's well overdue. So come along and let's get to it. Hey friends. So first of all, it's very windy today, so hopefully you can hear me okay. So to transplant these onions, I'm going to be using my seed dipper tool that I purchased off Amazon some time ago. And this is what it looks like. You basically use it to create holes in the soil using these little gadgets here. And it comes with a planting guide. And I'll insert this on the screen because it's probably hard to see with the lighting here on my deck. It also has another side that has some instructions on spacing and how to plant things. I like the planting guide. It kind of shows you sort of proper spacing for different types of seeds that you're going to be starting or sowing directly in the soil. Now, although I'm not going to be using this to sow seeds, I want to be able to use this to ensure that I am spacing my onion starts consistently. I want them to be spaced approximately 6 inches apart. So with this particular, I'm trying to make sure things don't fly away here. But based on my reading of the instructions, from what I understand, and this is actually a pretty cool tool. So this little tool has numbers on the top and bottom here. You have to remove, and these little pins are very easy to remove. So you remove these pins such that I want my spacing to be 6 inches apart. So I want to set my pins on the number 2 mark and remove everything in between and after. So I've already done this side. So I'm going to remove these all here in the middle, and I'm going to take this pin and move it to this slot here, and then that will create my 6-inch spacing. So this is basically what it looks like. So I'm going to basically use this to create holes 6 inches apart. That way I ensure I get proper spacing, as I want to ensure I can get the largest onion bulb possible. So very cool tool. And then it also comes with this little seed dibbler. You can use this to plant seeds in the soil. And it also comes with seed starting tools here. So yeah, nice little accessories. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started getting these onions transplanted because I want to try to get it wrapped up as soon as possible. So I'm going to pause and I'll bring you guys back once I have everything situated down in the onion bed. All right, so I am here at the onion bed, and there's 2 varieties of onions I'm going to be planting. For those of you who are new, I have a Walla Walla yellow onion here, and I gave them a light trim so that they don't completely topple over. And then here I have a Sierra Blanca white onion. Both were started in late January. Now the other day I planted a couple of the Sierra Blanca onions here in the bed just to test out the temperature, make sure that, they're able to survive through the night. And they're a little, sappy or floppy looking because they're still getting used to their new home. But for the most part, they did pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the rest of these planted. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm going to do the Sierra Blancas on this side of the bed. This is a 17-inch circular raised bed. And I'll show you more of an aerial view so you can kind of see what it looks like in totality, but I'm going to do the Walla Walla, I'm sorry, the Sierra Blancas on this side here, and then the Walla Wallas on this side. I'm going to see how many of these I can fit in this space with my 6-inch spacing. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We'll see what I'm left with. And then for whatever I'm left with, I'll find a place to put those. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I want to hurry up and get this finished. And I will probably speed up the rest of this planting process just so that this video isn't super long. But I'm going to let it record so you guys can see what I'm doing, at least, for a few minutes. And I'm just planting them up until about this white part here, right here. You can see up until this little white section here. All right, so I've got some of the Sierra Blancas planted over here, still have a ways to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of it off camera. I'll come back and show you guys what everything looks like when I'm all done. I was actually able to plant all of the Walla Walla onions, and I wanted to come back and show you the root system before I planted the last one. So this is one of the Walla Walla onions, and that's the root system. So pretty good. Hopefully you can see that okay. I know the lighting isn't great in this particular area. There we go. That might be a little bit better. So that's what the root system is looking like. I was able to plant out pretty much all the Walla Wallas. I'm just going to plant this one, and then I've got a few more Sierra Blancas to plant. And I think I may have a few extras left over after I finish up with that variety. But I will come back and show you what everything is looking like when I'm all done. All right, this is what everything is looking like. So the Walla Wallas are all on this side here. And then all the Sierra Blancas on this side here. they're looking a little floppy right now. Gonna take a little time for them to get used to their new home. I'm gonna get them watered in, and I'll probably keep the frost cloth up. I'm going to leave it open for now, but I'm probably going to come back later on and cover it back up just to protect them a little bit from some of this wind, as it is quite windy today. And we're supposed to get up to 69 today, so hopefully they'll be able to get some sunshine today if the weather person is correct. But yeah, happy to finally get these planted. Now, I don't currently have my drip irrigation connected, so for the time being, I'm going to be hand watering, and we'll definitely have to make sure I come out every day or every other day and check it to make sure that everything is nice and moist. Right now, the top of the soil is feeling a bit dry, but if you go down to the next layer, it's pretty moist. Um, but definitely can use some watering since freshly transplanted. Now, I do have 2 Sierra Blancas left over, and I was not able to find a spot for them as everything is pretty packed in, and I didn't want to compromise the spacing. So I'm just going to take these 2 and plant them in my green stalk planter and see how they do there. So before I wrap up this video, I wanted to show you where I planted the extra, or the last 2 Sierra Blanca onions that I had left over from the planting out in the onion bed. So I placed them at the very top of my 7-tier green stalk, and they're looking all right so far. A little floppy, just watered them in. Hopefully they'll perk up pretty soon here once they get acclimated to the new space. Now, I don't usually plant onions in my green stalk planter, not that I'm averse to it. They actually grow pretty well in green stalks, but because I only have 1 green stalk planter, I usually reserve that space for a lot of my leafy green vegetables and beans and things of that nature, as well as some flowers. And I prefer to plant my onions out in the raised bed because of that reason. So that's a wrap for getting the onions transplanted. So happy I was able to get that done today. Now the hard work begins to keep them all alive and thriving well until we get to harvest day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support, whether that's through subscribership, watching, a like, or a share. I appreciate it all. As always, I hope to see you all back here soon. Until next time, friends, take care.